Well, as you heard in the news, experts from Orkney and across the world are coming together at a summit to discuss how islands can develop sustainably. The Virtual Island Summit is, as the name suggests, all taking place online. I spoke to James Elsmore from Island Innovations, who are organising the summit. He is a graduate of the Institute for Northern Studies and says the seminars and stream talks will allow anyone here to join in discussions along with islanders on the other side of the planet.
The online summit is really the idea is to create an international platform where we can share information between different island communities around the world with a big focus on sustainable development. Energy is a big part of it, but there's a big variation of other panels. And the idea is really that people can tune in from their own home or office and join the discussion. But each session will have different panelists who will be talking from their own background, and people can join one session, they can join all of them. There's a wide variety. Also, the technology we're using is quite interactive, so we really want people to also be able to have input and share their own experiences.
And how far across the world are these speakers coming from?
So we have a huge range of speakers and also participants. I was looking down the list earlier of people who've registered from islands that I'd never even heard of before, in Brazil, in Fiji, in the Indian Ocean, in Arctic Russia. So this huge range of different participants, which is really exciting. And the idea is that despite the fact that Bermuda and Fiji and Orkney might be very different for very many reasons, there are certain issues that transcend all of these islands. For example, as people in Orkney will be familiar with, islands tend to have very expensive energy costs. Things like waste disposal become more challenging. And so despite those differences, the idea is how can we have a useful discussion to share information and good practices that have been happening in different parts of the world.
And as someone who's studied how islands can interact between each other, do you think that the lessons that we've sort of developed here with renewable energy is transferable to other islands around the world?
Absolutely, yeah. There's huge opportunities there, and I think there's a lot of interest from other islands trying to work out how they can both decarbonize their economies, but also use renewable energy in a way that benefits local people and reduce costs. And there are some lessons there for Orkney, but I'm sure there's also a lot that Orkney can learn from other places that are trying to do similar things as well.
Well, we're talking, or I've been mentioning mainly Orkney as a point of view from other people learning from us, but actually it's going to work the other way around as well, I guess. There's plenty of other islands out there doing things that we haven't thought of here and that we haven't implemented to the same degree.
Absolutely, and I think often the way that development has worked, unfortunately, has been people from Europe going to places like the Caribbean and telling everyone what they should be doing and how they should be developing. But, I've worked recently, over the last 2 years, I've been working a lot in some of the Caribbean islands, and just like Orkney, there's these hugely innovative projects and kind of approaches to using renewables, to approaching waste management, to looking at policy in a different way that is happening in the Caribbean. And so I think it's important that we look at it as a two-way stream. What can islands in Europe teach other places, but also what can they learn from other places as well. But we have, as I said, we've got such a wide range of people coming from places as far away as Patagonia, Tasmania, and across the Pacific Islands. So it's very diverse in a way, but it'll be interesting to see how these places, despite their differences, will also have a lot in common as well.
For people in Orkney who maybe want to listen to some of the different seminars that are going to be going on, any resident can join in the discussion about island sharing interests and sharing knowledge.
Yeah, so if anyone with just a passing interest, you don't have to be an expert. The idea of this conference is that obviously we're saving carbon emissions by having people tuning in online, but actually I think even more important than that is that anyone can participate, whether you're the member of a local community group or you're the minister of a small and developing state. You have this whole range of different people who are already participating. So I would encourage anyone, even if it's just a passing interest in joining one or two sessions, to check out the website and then sign up. There'll be a lot of useful information, I think, and hopefully it will be interesting to people across Orkney.
James Elsmore there, and the summit will live stream from Sunday to next Friday. You can find more details on Island Innovation's website. Just search for islandinnovation.co.